Happy Wednesday. It is hump day. Yeah. Hope you've been humping. And if you've been doing so all day, it's probably time to take a break. Yeah. It's your girl, Sira Diva Dionne. And this evening we'll be speaking live with entrepreneur and the CEO of Compass Communications, woman behind 30 Plus Fashion Show, yeah, over there in Portmore, Jamaica, Stephanie Gyles Gunning. She'll be joining us shortly. So sit back, relax, grab a drink, grab a snack, and enjoy the ride. And if it wasn't for the music, I don't know what I'd do. Yeah. Last night a DJ saved my life. Last night a DJ saved my life from a broken heart. Last night a DJ saved my life. Last night a DJ saved my life with a song. You know, I hopped into my car, didn't get very far, no. Because I had you on my mind, why be so unkind? You got your women all around this town. But I was trapped in love with you, and I didn't know what to do. But when I turned on my radio, I found out all I needed to know. Check it out. Last night a DJ saved my life. Last night a DJ saved my life from a broken heart. Last night a DJ saved my life. Last night a DJ saved my life with a song. Last night a DJ saved my life. Last night a DJ saved my life from a broken heart. Last night a DJ saved my life. Last night a DJ saved my life with a song. Hey, listen up to your local DJ. You better hear what he's got to say.
It's not a problem that I can't fix, cause I can do it in the mix. And if your man gives you trouble just to move out on the door, and you don't let it trouble your brain, cause away goes trouble down the drain. Said away goes trouble down the drain.
Hello, Stephanie.
Hey, baby.
How are you? What's happening?
I don't know.
You look so
I'm tired.
what's going on? Can you hear me clearly, or do I need my headset?
Huh?
You can hear me clearly?
Yes, I can. Just come off of
Okay.
the road, darling, and tired, bad.
That's all right. For some reason, you're very, very, very low. Let me see if it's my volume. Give me a moment.
Okay.
All right. Talk to me. Talk to me now. Let me hear the volume.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
All right. There you go. There you go. I can hear you. I can
Okay.
hear you. Well, Miss Stephanie, welcome to Sira Diva Stars. Of course, this evening we'll be talking about your 30 plus fashion show. But in the meantime, between time, I love to put some music on if you don't mind. Fashion show catwalk music. All right, so be prepared.
In the mix.
Be prepared to tell us who is Stephanie,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll go into your 30 plus.
All right, me can get 2 seconds.
2 minutes. Let me know when you're ready. Start.
This can go faster.
Steph?
Coming.
Okay, all right, no problem. I know I heard you say that. That's all
Woo.
right. I know you
Pass
need
me.
2 minutes. Don't worry. Once you
Pass
show
me.
up on camera, I'm fine.
Woo. Oh,
Oh,
come back.
there you are. There you are, and here I'm me.
Boy, Jamaica hot girl. Please
I
have
know
burn
it's
up.
not just Jamaica. We're hot here, and I have AC vent right there, and I'm still
Mhm.
sweating. All right.
That's
Well,
nice.
welcome again to the Sira Diva Stars. We're live on YouTube and on Facebook. So tell a friend to tell a friend. Okay, Miss CEO of Compass Communication, entrepreneur, and woman behind the 30 plus fashion show. Tell us, who's Stephanie?
Uh, Stephanie is a creative um, who lives inside her head daily, every night, always coming up with some ideas, some too weird to mention, but the ones that I have mentioned have gotten me some of the recognition that I now celebrate today. And I guess this is why I'm here.
All right, Stephanie.
Mhm.
You're not always just up in your head. We know that. I've known you for quite some time. All right, Stephanie. When you put your thinking cap on, nobody can beat you to the front of the line, right? And you
Yeah.
are among the stars. You aim for the moon, you land among the stars. You've been doing that for quite a while. Now, Stephanie, walk me through the process. I'm not going to keep you very long. So,
Okay.
because I know you're tired. So, walk me through the process of planning the fashion event from conception to execution.
Okay. All right. From conception, we have to recognize that we are going into uncharted territory here in Jamaica. Yes, women are celebrated, but somehow women start to recede in the background the moment you touch 30, 40, 50. Once you're retired, is like stay home. It's not so much more globally than it is here. So maybe when you scan social media, you will find some outspoken, mature women, but that's really about it. I wanted more for the ordinary Jamaican woman. And so I decided that I am going to create a platform for them to express themselves. Another thing about celebrating the mature woman here in Jamaica is that people tend to gravitate to only those who are known and popular. I wanted to dispel that. So what I created, well, long before the 30 Plus Fashion Show and Expo, I had a talk show on radio called 30 Plus Talk Show. But then COVID came in and, things kind of stopped. And then I said, you know what? Everybody was doing talk shows and stuff like that. And I said, I wanted to do something different. And I started to do my whole research and I recognized that, fashion was coming more to the forefront, not so much in Jamaica like it is now. And I said, you know what? I want to create a platform where the ordinary Jamaican, no matter how she looks,
Mm-hmm.
I want her to be able to model clothes and feel good about themselves. And not so much about because I look good in clothes, but it's because I feel good about myself. And my very first event, I had not one professional model on board. They were all ordinary Jamaicans who could not believe that they had gotten an opportunity to express themselves through fashion. And from therefore, we created a comadre. And you can imagine the whole concept sold because by this, they were on the road telling ordinary people that, hey, here is a lady you can call and she will put you in the latest designer wear and have you model it. And so the concept of the 30 Plus Fashion Show evolved. So we had our third staging recently. And then when we had our third staging, which is the most successful one so far, everybody was like, all right, it's awesome. You're doing fashion and everything, but what about a pageant for us big ladies? And so again, one baby gave birth to another baby, and we're now pursuing the 30 plus Miss 30 plus Jamaica pageant.
All right. They say the third time is a charm. So sounds like your third time is a charm, and we'll continue from here, right?
Yes.
Now, what is the most challenging part of coordinating with designers, models, vendors, sponsors, etc.?
All right. For the designers, it's not much of a task. What we have in Jamaica are talented individuals without much of a platform to showcase their work. And also, if they do find a platform, there's no market for it when it's done. It's all showy and go home. Compass Communication does not do that for their designers. What I have is that I've forged a relationship with my partners who are sometimes sponsors who will help them. So, for instance, my last pageant, I had Jamaica National on board who has pledged support to all the participating designers of the 30 Plus Fashion Show and Expo. So, irrespective of how they are financially, Jamaica National has a small business has committed to help them to find their way.
All right. Thank
Yeah,
you.
as it pertains to models, believe
Mhm.
me, that in itself is an evolution. Because as I said, when we started out, we were attracting ordinary people. Now, what I have is over 100 models who are mature models who were phased out of the system, and are now saying, hooray, here is something for us. We can come back. So I'm having former Miss Jamaicas, former Miss Universe, persons who have only entered the pageant, and they are all on board and ready to work the 30 plus fashion show and expo. And as I said to all of them at the last show, you can't age me out because even if you're 100 years old, I still have clothes for you to wear and model.
All right, so like old time something come back again. So all the
Yes.
models, old timers are coming back. So like an old timer like me, and of course I have really big arms, and I'm afraid to go out there and show them. You have something that will work with me.
It's
You have
all about body positivity. So if you're a plus size girly, you feel that you have a stomach too high, we have a designer who will design clothes for you. If you feel the legs are too big, we have a designer who will find suitable clothing for you because we are celebrating you. We're not celebrating being brown and slim and sexy and young. We are celebrating you as a mature woman, what you have become, what you have to live with for the rest of your life, and to help you to make it the best of your life.
right because back then, and even myself, one time I would say, "Oh, it's they're just looking for those thin and slim and light skin," but that's no more. You're saying?
No more, no more. And I am so happy that Jamaica has embraced the concept because you will find in first world countries, you will have somebody who is autistic, who is in a wheelchair, and there's a place for them on it. So Jamaica, I am glad we have embraced it. Somewhat, we have a far way to go in it being fully embraced by the populace, but we're getting there.
All right, a whole new world, a whole fantastic point of view. Now, how do you avoid last minute mishaps, Miss Stephanie?
I do not do last minute. And
Mishaps.
I believe everybody who knows me now, listen, Diane, you know where I'm coming from with event planning. I have had total collisions. I have had derailment. I have had it all. So, with my years of experience, I know, and everybody who works with me know that I give deadlines. And the moment you fail that deadline, I am sorry for you. I will just have to adjust my show to move on. So, my designers have deadlines, my models have deadlines. I have meet up with my models and my designers because I do not want on the day of the show somebody's clothing is too big or something like that. And then I have deadlines for my sponsors. So you have to come on board at a certain time because you now have to give me time in the weeks leading up to my event to focus on delivering my production. Because some of the misconception of a successful event is that you have to have the crowd for it to be successful. No, success is with execution. So whatever I promise my sponsors, I need to deliver. And if there's a model going to hold me up, that model is gonna have to go.
I hear you loud and clear. Now, what are some of the must do's to ensure your theme aligns with the brand identity of participating designers?
Okay. Of course, they will have to design for the modern mature woman. No, here's the ticklish part of it. Mature women are now wearing clothes that is look for 20-year-old. But there are some designers who will make the adjustments. But then some of us we somehow find models who readily wear the clothing that the younger models will wear. So, because we're speaking to the evolution of the modern mature woman, we cannot dismiss that. So, if we can get a fatty to go out there and they want to wear bikini, we are going to allow her because we want you to express yourself. I was telling somebody a story the other day. His concern as a 35-year-old is that his mother wears too young of a clothes. And I said to him, let me ask you something. At what age did your mother get you? And he said, she was 16. And then by 18, she had twins. And by 21, she had another set of twins. He said, but the poor lady don't get to live any life. So now at her age, she go to the market and she try on a little skirt and it works. So guess what? I have no objection to the lady living the life that she never got because she was giving her all to her family. Now she find that, you know what, the legs don't look too bad. And oh, wait, the guy still say I look good. Lady, wear your clothes. You look good, celebrate you.
All
So
right.
that
So
is, so we don't have a problem with the designs, and it's not like a big woman clothes, young people clothes. It is what the modern woman, the modern evolved woman is ready to wear.
all right. So my next question, I think you've answered it already, but I'll just throw it out there. And it says, give examples of a unique concept you brought to life in a past event. And based on what you've said, coming down. But hey, if you want to elaborate, give me something else, that's fine.
Oh, you mean something else unique that I've conceptualized? Well, you
Right.
are already familiar with this Jamaica Rum Festival, and I am still being celebrated today. Today I got a very long call from Africa in which somebody's like, "Hey, what happened to that concept? We would like to see it resuscitated." And I was explaining the challenges, and they were like, "Oh, don't worry, we will sponsor you." So that too is coming back, and sometimes what happened with a concept is that somebody will see it and say it look good, and they
Hmm.
run with it because of course they're able to finance it more than me who's seeking a
Right.
sponsor. But
Hmm.
to take an idea from how it looks to how it came into being is
Hmm.
two different stories. So
Hmm.
because I know that my concept involves celebrating rum in its historical context, it's not to imbibe, it's not to just sample rums. It is much more than that. So Jamaica being the country that is like everybody thinks that Jamaica has the best rum in the world. And I do not see what is holding us back from celebrating some of the culture that we have left because we have lost a lot.
Yes, we have.
But we cannot lose out on our rum. We cannot lose out on our food. And we certainly cannot lose out on our music.
Definitely, Stephanie. Now, when it comes to budget and creativity constraints, how do you balance those?
I ask myself which side of my family have magicians, because sometimes I just do not know how I manage to scrape through some hoops. Um, I think what works best for me is that I have a great network, whether media, corporate, etc. So a lot of the times it's not money. I may not get financial backing, but I will get product support. And even like persons will come on my team and they will work and they're like, all right, Stephanie, we want to help you to make your realize your dream. Uh in Jamaica today, you bear oh God help you if you find a sponsor who will give you cash.
Wow.
If you find one, you're going to celebrate them night and day because it is just unheard of these days. And but we work around it the best way we can. But it is really a challenge for creatives like myself because what you find is that you dip in your own pocket and you finance a dream. And at the end of it, when you're done and you pay Mary Sue and Tom, you are left with your hands in your pocket, unable to pull it out because nothing is left. But
Tell me about it.
what you have done is you have brought something to life. And some people do not understand that part of it because they're like, but you not make no money. What you have done is you have brought your ideas to life. And some people do not understand that create to a creative, that is much, much more than money sometimes.
Amen to that. I know all about it too
Mhm.
well, I should say. All right. Now, what are your marketing channels that you use to promote this event and to attract the right audience?
Of course, I use social media much more than I do traditional media. And having my background in PR, I'm able to get it to some of the persons that, a normal promoter may not be able to. Word of mouth works as well. And from doing events over the years, I just have like a great network of people who is like, Stephanie, I put on something, we gotta support it. So, that those are the channels that I utilize. You find traditional media is not well sought after these days. People are listening to are on TikTok, and it's IG. Even IG has lost its flavor. Everybody's on TikTok these days, but social media helps me more than any of the other platforms.
All right. So, how do you measure the success of your marketing efforts as it relates to the 30 plus events?
Marketing efforts will yield me 20% of the results that I get. It's really hands on that gets me the results that I have. It is like, no matter how you've done and how you've put it before people, you have to be on it night and day
All
in
right. So, your
order to
presentation.
presentation, everything. You have to work on those, and you will get the results that you want.
All right. Now, have you ever encountered any major crisis or issues during an event, and how did you resolve it?
You want be prepared for an event, turn up, and the stage and lighting man not there, no stage, no light. Your event is supposed to start. You are in St. Elizabeth and the stage and lighting man live in Trelawney. And you have to jump in your vehicle and go find that man, wake him up out of bed, for him load the stage and the lighting onto the truck and carry it to the venue. Yes, I have had that done to me.
And you know why I'm giggling.
I have had that done to me.
All right.
It's fine when an artist don't turn up, because you'll find that you have 10 artists and you can work with, and you get 8 you can work. But when you stage and you light man, do not turn up. I don't listen. I don't know. But the thing is, at the end of the day, I got him out of his bed and I got my work done, even though my event was delayed. Hence, you understand why the initial, when you asked me that question about timeliness, this is why I said, listen to me, it or go, because I'm not going to let anybody set me up anymore after all the hard work that I put in.
It's not gonna happen whether or not they like it. All right. So,
Exactly.
so what contingency plans do you have in place for unexpected challenges, such as weather, technical failure, or no shows? And you just went over a few no shows. Address the others.
All right. If you have a technical failure, most times your staging and lighting man will have a generator, so that can assist you somewhat. If it is a natural disaster, you just simply have to postpone the event. And sometimes it's not suitable for your sponsor, so you have to go back to the drawing board, because, especially if you're having an event in the Christmas season and stuff like that, when everybody is technically booked out. It's tough to navigate, and it's not something that you can truly plan ahead, but you can put things in place that if it does happen, you can say, okay, then I will go back to my sponsor. This is a possible date. And then you work along with that sponsor to finalize a new date. Mind you, you have to work with your ticketing agent as well, because some people will demand a refund, some won't. So you have to ensure that your ticketing agent is in line with you to understand that if the event does not materialize, this is what you will have to do, because you will have problems there, because nobody's going to be blaming the ticketing agent. They're going to be blaming Stephanie. So you have to ensure that um, their ideas of what is to be done in the eventualities, in any of these eventualities, that we are all on accord with what we will have to do, just in case.
All right, thank you so very much for that. Now, I promise I wouldn't keep you long, so I have only two more questions. This one, some find it daunting. Like I had such an issue finding something to wear today because I said it's fashion, and I wanted to look like Miss 30 plus. So some find it a daunting task to update with fashion trends. How do you do that and incorporate them into your events?
Okay. All right. I am familiar with fashion across the globe because I have a network across the globe, and I am with fashion magazines. I have designers that I connect with, and I'm able to feed into their network, so I'm kind of knowledgeable of what is happening. So you follow You see what Hollywood is doing. You see what
Yes.
Jollywood is doing. So, social media helps a lot with you keeping up with the trends of
Hmm.
what is happening. My participator, what another thing that I do is that I have local models who I feed into international pageants. So I will have to be knowledgeable of how it is that I present them to a particular market. So, say for instance, I'm the Caribbean brand ambassador, by the way, for Scandinavian International Fashion.
Hmm.
So, when I am preparing models for Sweden, I have to know how to deal with them. You understand, and how to prepare them for um, their portfolios, etc., so that a European market will be attracted to have them on board as models. Um, I have a fashion show in Georgia, not the US, but Russia, who I too have to tailor my models for them to be able to qualify to do the catwalk in that country as well. There is also a connection in Ghana, Africa. They're all excited to have Jamaicans there, but we are still different people. So, have to keep up with the trends in all these places. So I know exactly how to fit it. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Take your time. That's all
But
right.
when it
No.
comes to Jamaica, we
Hmm.
are such a melting pot of cultural representation that if you put somebody in a frill, or in frills, or you put them in a trench coat, it works. And that is what I love about Jamaica.
All right. Now, I have one more, but I think at one point or one point in time, your son was also a part of. Is he still doing?
Oh, he messes around a little bit. He thinks he's too old and he's 25. But yes, my son modeled for 3 years in Europe, and he's living in the US now. But and he sometimes I say, hey, they're doing a cast for models. I'm like, Mom, I'm too old for that now, and I'm like, no, you're not. So when I started this whole 30 plus, he's like, oh my God, you're determined to keep old people in fashion.
Oh well, what can I say? What can I say? I have some just like that. My son is like that. All right, Stephanie, let's go into this next one, and this should make everybody want to be a part of 30 plus. What makes your 30 plus fashion show at Expo stand out in today's competitive market?
It's a whole new territory for women who would want to, at one point, recede into the background. Women, models and non-models, use it as a platform to express themselves. You find that there are women who are shy, who are abused. We have a story. Mature women have a story.
Your
And
fan,
for
you
some
have a fan on? You have a fan on?
yes.
Okay.
Is it any better? Mhm.
Yes.
And what you find is a mature woman has a story. This is what makes my event unique. It's not just about going up there and doing clothes. Mature women have a story, and we are a part of that story as well. So when a woman who would have shared her entire life and be has taken care of everybody else except themselves and
Mhm.
gets a platform where she can be like a child again, I think that is the standout point for my event.
All right. So for your event, we're all looking forward to it. But tell us again, when is the event? What you're looking for this event, and how to get in touch with you.
Okay, all right. So the 30 plus fashion show and expo that happened on April 25th. So that is gone. So it's for April next year again.
Mhm.
But the 30 plus, this a Miss 30 plus Jamaica pageant will be in August. We haven't set on a date as yet, but we're thinking Jamaica's turns 34. Jamaica's a mature girl as well. So, we want to line up the whole concept of a mature Miss 30 plus Jamaica with the celebration of Jamaica's independence independence. So we're going to be having that on the first, one day in the first week of August. We're looking at maybe August 5th or 6th. And we already have some pageant contestants. We so far we have 7 of them. Ideally for us, we want 10 of them, and we are going to be allowing them to vie for the top prize of Miss 30 Plus Jamaica. We also go to celebrate to have Miss 30 Plus Caribbean, which we're going to be having that in February of next year. Now, if persons want to keep in touch and be able to get the dates and all the information on this event, they can go to the pages Miss 30 Plus, 30 PLUS, not the plus. So it's Miss 30 Plus Jamaica. And we're on IG and we're on TikTok. So you go on those pages, there's a link to the application, so you can fill in that application and we take it from there. Of course, you'll be a part of training and seminars and workshops to totally boost you up and allow you to be prepared to participate in an event that truly celebrates you.
All right, Stephanie, we want to thank you for all that information and thank you for stopping by with us and telling us all about your plans for the Jamaica Miss. Say that again so we can all hear.
Miss 30 Plus Jamaica. And oh, you can also call me 876
All right, so that is Miss Stephanie Giles Gunning right there. Will Giles Picnic. Thank you for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your evening. You
And
didn't know
that's
I was going to
another
throw that out
story.
there.
You
The
know, I
Bill
have to
Giles,
come
if
back
you want
and
to
tell
tell
you
us
this
about it,
story.
hey, I'm
Yep.
open. I don't have anywhere to go right now. So this evening it's for you. So go right ahead and tell us about the Bill Giles Picnic story.
You know, I would love to save that story for another time because there's
Oh,
actually a book about me being Bill Giles Picnic. And I'm being cautioned by my editor not to reveal too much. So I'll
okay.
go over it with her and discuss aspects of it that, that I can reveal. But then the synopsis of it is I am a little girl. Yes, I'm still a little girl who was
Mm.
adopted by this phenomenal gentleman and raised in the most awesome, phenomenal way to be made to feel beautiful and worthy, despite my big forehead and my broad nose and my kinky hair. He was like, celebrate you, little girl. You don't make nobody make you feel inferior. So you know, you grow up with that level of positivity, and if you know how we are out here trying to diminish each, it does not work with Stephanie.
No crab in the barrel stuff. Well, all right, Stephanie, we'll catch up at another time. You'll tell me when
Mm,
you want to talk about that. And we look forward to your book coming out. Have a
yeah,
great rest of the evening.
you too, my darling. Take care.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
All right, that is it for me for today. Thank you for stopping by, and of course, this will be available on all my social media platforms, specifically on YouTube and of course on Facebook. Check it out. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and of course, my YouTube channel is Sira Diva Stars. That's Sira space Diva space STARS stars, and you can follow me on all social media platforms at Sira Dionne, SIRADIONNE. You can drop me a WhatsApp message at 876-586-6250. It's your girl, Sira Diva Dionne, saying ciao for now.